So it's 7-7. Bob Chesney's group from Worcester hanging in against the Boston College Eagles out of the ACC. Holy Cross has beaten FBS teams each of the last 2 years. Beat Buffalo last season, beat UConn the season before. Daniel Porto to kick it away. Ryan O'Keefe for the return from the 3. And O'Keefe only as far as the 18. Good kick coverage so far from the Crusaders today. Tonight we have 3 more games for you on ACC Network at 5:15 Eastern. It's 17th-ranked North Carolina against Appalachian State and Chapel Hill. At 6 Eastern on ACC Network Extra, Lafayette is at Duke, fresh off the Blue Devils' Monday night win versus Clemson. And in the nightcap on ACC Network, number 4 Florida State hosts Southern Miss at 8:30 Eastern. Every game also available on the ESPN app.
45. At the distance to the goal. First down.
So that is a late hit against Boston College. Joe Mariano, the linebacker, and that'll back BC up to the 9.
See him at the bottom of your screen. He's working on number 54. And, you know, that's unless there's something else. That was, you know, I saw you see him pleading his case to Hafley. Hafley's going to look back at that one and be like, yeah, I don't know.
Well, hello, Thomas Castellanos, the BC offense. Been a while.
Yeah.
Haven't seen you since the opening 6 minutes of the first quarter. The Eagles march down the field on 14 plays to score on drive 1. Kai Robichaux scored the opening touchdown, gets the carry, and gains that solid chunk of about 5 yards on first down.
Yeah, first downs are going to be so important for both these teams. You talk about a successful rushing play on offense. It's 4 yards on that first down, and you know Boston College has been hitting that so far today. So has Holy Cross, though. They've been able to hit on that 4 yards at least on first down. Sets up really nicely when you do get to third down.
And if you're just joining us, Thomas Castellanos making his first start at Boston College. Emmett Moorhead started last week. Castellanos on the designed run, bottled up a yard shy of the sticks to set up 3rd and 1. Damon Donalds, the junior defensive tackle, got him to the turf.
Yeah, you saw a little bit of a kind of a new play, a new wrinkle in Boston College offense. And, you know, there's not a full new package for Castellanos, but that kind of that read zone with the quarterback, read option, really, yeah, that's not something we saw a lot with Emmett Moorhead or with Phil Jacoby. That's going to be kind of unique to Castellanos and his skill set.
The offensive coordinator, Steve Shimko, said both quarterbacks can run the whole offense, but there's different parts of the offense that suit different quarterbacks, respectively. Eagles do move the chains on a 3-yard gain for Kai Robichaux. Boston College converted all 3 third downs so far.
Yeah, and they haven't been hurt with the penalties, right? I think that's big. It was a big issue last week in terms of nullifying a lot of the drives. They've been good, especially with the snap. No false starts, no holdings.
Gonna go empty here for Thomas Castellanos. Pocket holds. Castellanos takes off and scroots out of bounds after about 6. Good coverage downfield, but yeah, you got a quarterback who can still make something out of it.
Yeah, and you know, good protection by the offensive line. Now watch this pocket. Holy Cross only rushes 4, but you know, just really good job. And the progression for Castellanos will be, okay, I got my first read, that's not there. Let me go to my second read. And then it was the third read. He did have a couple guys open on the back side. He'll feel comfortable with that as he learns that protection of that clock in his head.
2nd and 5, carry for Cam Barfield. And he falls forward down to the 31, a 4-yard gain, another 3rd and 1 coming. Dylan Springer on the tackle for Holy Cross. You know, Mark, Jeff Hafley told us we liked how we ran the ball last week. Just we're in situations where they didn't get to run it anywhere near as much as they'd like. This is much more the way the Eagles want to play offense.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, they only possessed the ball for about 20 minutes. NIU held it for 37 minutes in the day, so not a lot of opportunities to run.
Another 3rd and 1. Robichaux makes the first man miss and gains the first down.
Ooh.
He is carrying Jake Dobbs with him all the way to the 44. He took Dobbs on an 8-yard bender.
Hey, That's a pretty solid run at the end there by Robichaux. Let's take a look at this again. 3 Holy Cross defenders on him, and all of them knocked off. Look behind him, too, right? That's number 17, Jeremiah Franklin, the young tight end, helping push that running back. Whenever you run the ball, it's not about the running back. It's about whoever's blocking to help him out. Good job by Jeremiah Franklin.
More than 6 yards of pop so far for Robichaux today. Now Castellanos wants to throw as all day again. It's broken up. Really quick feet from Curtis Harris. Lopez coming over the top of Ryan O'Keefe.
Yeah, good job by the safety. Another big play for him. And you'd love to see Ryan O'Keefe come back to the football. Anytime you have a defensive back that can make that play from behind you as a wide receiver, it means you're not really working back as well. See, right here, go attack that football as a receiver. Don't let it come to you. Put your foot in the ground, go attack it.
Second and 10. Zone read, Castellanos following George Takis, and he gains 4 before he's wrestled down by Jake Jarmilowicz, the safety.
And I'm excited to see at some point, probably not here on third down, but I think as they cross the 50-yard line, I'm excited to see Thomas Castellanos air the ball out a little more. We haven't seen him really move the ball downfield too much. And it's been a lot of these short intermediate passes. Here's an opportunity with the third and medium. Look to that bottom side of the field and that route combination between those two receivers.
3rd and 6. On the ground to Robichaux, and he stopped a yard short. Sets up 4th and 1. You'd imagine Jeff Hafley's going to keep the offense on the field here.
Yep. Situationally, where they are on the field and with their success running the football, Boston College goes big, bringing an extra offensive lineman and another tight end.
Big play early in this game, 4th and 1 for Boston College. Robichaux charges forward. That extra surge is enough. Put the shoulder into Jacob Dobbs and gain 2 yards. First down, Boston College.
Yeah, you mentioned last week Boston College was not great on third down. They did, however, convert 2 for 2 on 4th down. Another conversion here.
Doing almost all the work on the ground so far today, Mark. 100 rushing yards, just 34 passing yards for the Eagles on these opening 2 drives. Castellanos wants to take a shot. He's going deep.
Oh, that's pass interference.
And here comes the flag. Jaden Williams got pulled down from behind by Terrence Spence. That'll be a pass interference call on Spence.
Pass interference. Defense, number 2. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Mark, Bob Chesney was frustrated, but you could see the jersey tug almost the whole way down the field there.
Yeah, I mean, they pulled on the jersey, and you can't do that. I think the argument with Jaden Williams that was kind of stiff-arming the defender away, but that's part of football.
So Boston College driving again. Another drive that started way back in the Eagle end. Their first drive went 85 yards. This one has already gone 61. Castellanos pressured this time.
Oh, boy.
He makes the first man miss with a leap. And that's as pretty a 4-yard run as you'll see.
And I tell you, there is a wave of white coming from inside out. I mean, there's not many places for him to go. Look at all those Holy Cross defenders. Really, really slippery when he gets to the edge.
And that's just that element. We asked Jeff Hafley, what did you see in camp and how early did you know Thomas Castellanos had to get snaps? And he said, practice number 1. They already knew he had to be part of it. Quick hitter this time to the outside. It's pulled in by Joseph Griffin Jr., who had 2 catches last week and has his first of the day. Give him a first down.
Yeah, and they got to get Joe Griffin going. He struggled with drops last week. Really, this entire Boston College receiving corps and tight end group struggled with drops. 8 drops last week. None so far today, but Joe Griffin, he's a guy that if he gets going, 6'3", 200-pound wide receiver, he can be a problem. He had a phenomenal end of the season last year, just has yet to get going in this season.
Barfield on first down. Dobbs beats him at the line and brings him down after a 2-yard gain. You can see how Jake Dobbs had 20 tackles last week. Feels like he's in on every single play.
Yeah, and as a middle linebacker, if a team is going to run the ball this much, you should have 20 tackles. Really good job of playing backside and coming downhill, filling the gap by Jacob Dobbs.
He's a 4-year captain. He was named the captain after his true freshman season. This is his 5th year at Holy Cross. Led the defense for 4 years now.
There's certain guys, they walk in the room and they just exude leadership.
The wide receiver O'Keefe in the backfield. He takes it from Castellanos, turns forward with a head of steam, bounces off a tackle. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College, and Ryan O'Keefe.